I would like to welcome you on our panel discussion. So it's devoted to artificial intelligence in creative industry. My name is Michael Abramsky. I'm from Kazan Federal University. I'm the director of the Institute of Intelligent Systems and Information Technologies. And I would like to start the discussion about how artificial intelligence influence on the creative industry. And I would like to welcome our dear guests, dear experts, who will tell very interesting information today. So, Dr. Salim Al-Shuaili, Director of Artificial Intelligence and Advanced Technology Projects, CEO of Masara Tech, Oman. Please welcome. Yes, you can occupy a place here. Amar Jangbarwala, CEO of My Water Middle East, Pakistan. Please welcome. Reza Komle Gavemipur, Senior International Affairs Specialist, Shinaza VC, Iran. Please welcome. And Pavel Peregudov, Producer, General Director of Prospect Studio Video Production, founder of AI startup Skolkovo Resident, and founder of generative film competition, My Film 48. Thank you. So, we'll start from Dr. Salim. Welcome. So, our scenario is as follows. So, our guests, they prepared some information for us, and then we'll ask them some questions that are very interesting in the connection between the artificial intelligence and creative industry. So, Dr. Salim, you have your word.
It's working? Working? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Good morning, everyone. Really, it's my honor. I'm pleased to be in front of you today to discuss about one of the exciting and transformative topics, which is how AI impacting and shaping the creative industry. Unfortunately, it has been given only a short time to deliver this speech and topic. So I'll try to be fast as possible on this one. So the intersection of AI and creative may seem paradoxical at first. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we stand at the threshold of a new era, the era where the realms of AI and creative industry intertwine, elevating human ingenuity and eliminate heights. AI, with its ability to learn, adapt, and innovate, is not just a tool. It is a catalyst that redefining the landscape of creative industry. From art and design to film and music, AI is creating new frontiers, enabling artists to push boundaries and explore uncharted territories. How AI really impacting this field? By enhancing creativity through AI. AI is not just an automating routine task. It is augmenting human creativity. Consider the example of generative adversarial network, GANs, GAN, which can create realistic images, painting, and even fashion designs. These AI-generated works serve as a source of inspiration, offering new perspective and ideas that artists can incorporate into their own creations. Then, personalization and audience engagement. AI is revolutionizing how creative content is delivered and consumed. By analyzing user preferences and behavior, AI can tailor content to individual tastes, creating a more personalized and engaging experience. Number 3, democratizing of creativity. AI is democratizing access to creative tools and resources. Traditionally, high-quality creative production required significant resources, whether it be a professional studio, expensive equipment, or specialized skills. Today, AI-powered applications are making these tools accessible to a wider audience, and especially in the era of generative AI. For example, AI-driven design platform enables individuals with no formal training to create professional quality graphics and videos. In the music industry, AI-based software allows aspiring musicians to produce and distribute their work without the need for a record label. This democratizing is empowering a new generation of creators, fostering diversity and innovation in the creative industry. Number 4, ethical consideration and challenges. While the impact of AI on the creative industry is largely positive, it also raises important ethical consideration. The use of AI-generated content poses questions about authorship and IP, which is intellectual property. Who owns the right to a piece of music or art created by AI? How do we ensure that AI tools don't perpetuate biases present in the data they are trained on? Moreover, the rise of deep fakes and AI-generated misinformation presents significant challenges. AI becomes more adept to creating realistic content, distinguishing between genuine and fabricated information becomes increasingly difficult. Addressing these ethical societal challenges requires a collaborative effort involving technologists, policymakers, and the creative community. Number 5, the future of AI in creative industries. Looking ahead, the synergy between AI and creativity promises to unlock new possibilities. AI will continue to evolve, becoming more innovative and capable of understanding and mimicking human emotions and expressions. Imagine a future where AI acts as a creative partner, assisting writers in developing compelling narratives, helping architects design innovative structure, and enabling filmmakers to bring their vision to life with unprecedented realism. The potential is boundless, and we are only just beginning to explore the possibilities. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, AI is not replacing human creativity. It is enhancing and expediting. By providing new tools, insight, and opportunities, AI is enabling artists and creators to push the boundaries of what is possible. As we navigate the challenges and ethical consideration, it is crucial that we embrace the potential of AI to transform the creative industries for the better. Thank you for your attention. I look forward to discuss an insight that will emerge from this forum as we continue to explore the dynamic relationship between AI and creativity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Salim. Let me ask you just one question. For you personal, for example, when AI, like generative neural networks and other technologies, when they became popular and people saw their power, what were your first feelings or first impressions? Were you like, afraid, or you thought that it will be very powerful? More risks or more opportunities? So first impressions, and did they change now?
Thank you very much for this question. This question is annoying lots of people. But when you are asking me about this, and I am specialized in this area, I saw that is really the potential of benefit from these technologies, especially the generative AI. I always saying instead of having 24 hours per day, we have 36 or 48 hours per day. Not because of the time, but because of facilitating my tasks. So this generative AI, instead of spending, for example, an hours for writing or generating some content, now it is within a second that it can help us to generate that content.
Okay, but let me a little bit change my question. For you personally, I understood, but for example, for your team or for your company, for your organization, what was the opinion of the people of the organization? Was somebody afraid?
At the first impression, because they are reading reports that coming from the international reports, that maybe the AI or generative AI, this technology is going to replace the job or the humans. I will ask them to try and test this one. Always to raise the awareness of that, because this the AI tools is coming to help us to be our personal assistant, not to replacing our task in the life. And there is no an example. And there is one thing is important for all of us. The fuel of AI or generative AI is the data. Without data, all these tools is equal zero. We cannot getting or maximize the benefit of this. So no country in the world that has a complete data of all the human activities, so that the technology can replace the human really.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much again, Dr. Salim, for your answer and for your talk. We go to our next speaker, Amar Jangbarwala, CEO of My Water Middle East, Pakistan. So please, welcome.
Hello. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are doing well today. First of all, I want to thank Kazan and OIC Youth Entrepreneurship Forum for bringing this event together and talking about fun topics like AI. So in this fast-paced era of creativity, where speed from ideation to result, the time is shortening, we have a new player on the block, artificial intelligence. My name is Amar, and I'm the CEO of My Water Middle East, where we use AI on a daily basis as a companion to make creative business decisions in the services industry. Beyond the common rhetoric, I think AI is no longer a computer science problem, but an engineering one. And so the application and the usage has to be focused upon. As AI has permeated various facets of our creative expression, from visual arts to music, literature, and beyond, it's important to analyze its impact. Creativity 2.0. AI algorithms have become proficient in generating art, music, and literature. This has broadened the horizons of creativity, offering artists new tools and inspirations to explore. The second one is efficiency. AI-powered tools streamline creative processes, enabling faster iterations and reducing production costs. This is similar to how CGI is used in integrating real-time virtual production environments to allow filmmakers to drive overall production efficiencies. The third one is engagement. AI-driven analytics enable personalized content recommendations, tailored advertising, and audience segmentation. This fosters deeper connections between creators and consumers. Despite the transformative power of AI, the role of humans in creative industries remains indispensable. Two major reasons. Again, creativity 2.0. While AI can generate content autonomously, human creativity remains unparalleled in its depth, emotional resonance, and ethical judgment. Humans bring unique perspective, emotions, and experiences to the creative process, enriching artworks with authenticity and meaning. The second is ethical stewardship. As AI becomes increasingly integrated into creative workflows, ethical considerations become of extreme importance. Humans must ensure mechanisms and frameworks to be in place that helps AI to be used responsibly. AI heralds a new era of innovation and expression in creative industries. While AI offers unprecedented opportunities for efficiencies, personalization, and exploration, human creativity remains the beating heart of artistic expression. By embracing AI, we have to look at AI not as the Terminator movie coming to life, but the movie called The Transformers, where it works in tandem with humans to improve lives. Finally, a disclaimer. I used AI as a companion to help me creatively articulate my thoughts in the speech today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Second positive talk, I think that, but let me ask you also with some problem that people talk about, especially in creative industry. So what do you see in your area? Is there some kind of competition between AI and the human professionals on the market? Because the statistics tells us that sometimes some clients, they don't go to creative industry. They just use the generative neural networks to generate the graphics, the logotypes, and pictures. So, is there some kind of competition? Like AI is taking money from the companies in creative industry or from the professionals, or it's not, or it's something else?
So, a great question. I would go back to history to answer that. In modern history, we came into an industrial revolution, where machines were first taking shape. Right? There was a fear that it would replace workers by and large. Right? And in some facets, it did. There was a lot of resistance, but now, 50 years later, 100 years later, we can't operate without machines in our daily lives. And those machines are built by humans, right? And improved by them. The second event that happened was the event of the computer and the internet. A computer was, again, thought of eliminating a lot of jobs, a lot of income, a lot of different jobs.
Also, universities will not, will not be required.
So again, we all, whenever there is a new, and now, there is this age of AI. So whenever there is a new disruptive way of us looking beyond what we were doing, the first role is everybody becomes scared and feels irrelevant because we can't imagine what will happen tomorrow. And so I think we just have to look at history and understand that these things have a way of, improving human lives altogether.
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you from me personally for the optimistic words about that future is more like in Transformers than in Terminator. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's thank Amar for the interesting information. And we move to our next speaker, Reza Komle Gavamipur, Senior International Affairs Specialist, Shenaza VC, Iran. Please welcome.
Hello, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and distinguished delegates from Islamic countries. Salam alaikum. My name is Reza Gavamipur Kumle from Iran. I represent Shenasa Investment Company here at Kazan Forum. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to the organizing committee for their continuous support of actually youth and entrepreneurship activities in our region. It is a privilege to be here as a representative of Iran, and I'm honored to be a part of this significant event and share my insights with you today. Our company, Shenasa, serves as a actually investment arm and venture capital arm of Bank Pasargad of Iran, which is a leading private bank in our region, in our country. Bank Pasargad is the only Iranian bank that's ranked among the top 1,000 banks worldwide by the Banker magazine. It has achieved first place in return of investment, return of assets, and return of capital, highlighting its excellence in the banking sector. And on the other hand, Shenasa is a pioneering venture capital firm in Iran, having invested in over actually 150 startups across diverse fields like artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and blockchain, health tech, and edtech. And our vision is to become one of the actually venture capital, leading venture capital firm and entities in the Middle East, fostering innovation and entrepreneurship throughout the region. Well, in the near future, artificial intelligence, AI, will dominate the creative landscape. AI-based systems will be capable of producing artworks. AI-based systems actually will be capable of producing music and literature that reveal the creations of humanity's greatest minds. These AI-generated outputs will possess the same complexity, originality, and emotional resonance as human creations, but will be produced faster on a larger scale. The creative potential of AI offers vast opportunities for people to explore and create art, music, and literature in more interactive and immersive ways than ever before. The researchers distinguish between using AI as a creative tool and its capacity as a creator. They predict that in the near future, machine learning-based AI will be widely used as a collaborative tool to support creativity, helping with the acquisition, production, distribution, delivery, and interactivity of creative content. Actually, therefore, the capacity of AI or its developers to achieve superiority in the field of creativity, competing with human creativity based on contemporary technologies, is still limited. let's actually share with some few insights that other speakers mentioned about how AI is impacting actually various creative industries. Other speakers actually mentioned that one of the several applications that AI impact on them is content creation. AI is revolutionizing content creation across various actually mediums. In film and script writing, AI can generate plots, write scripts, and even direct scenes. And also in data analysis and insight generation, AI excels at analyzing vast amounts of data to uncover patterns and insights. In pre-processing and enhancing content, AI can significantly improve the quality of media content. It can enhance image resolution and color, clarify audio and visual content, remove background noise, and restore damaged images. And you see actually some people recovered their old photos with AI tools. And visual effects are also increasingly relying on AI to create stunning and realistic effects that would be impossible or too time actually consuming to achieve manually. And the fourth is information extraction and processing. AI can identify, recognize, and track objects within media content, making it easier to extract useful information. And in data compression, AI algorithms can compress large amounts of data without losing quality, making it easier to store and transmit creative content. These applications are transforming creative industries in several profound ways. So in conclusion, AI is not just a tool but a partner in the creative process. It has the potential to revolutionize various creative industries by offering new forms of expression and making the creative process more efficient and accessible. While AI will continue to evolve and enhance its capabilities, and AI can augment and amplify human creativity, but it is the unique perspectives and emotional depths of human creators that will continue to drive the creative industries forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Reza. And I want to ask you the question under your experience. This question is devoted to such interesting thing as the regulation of AI. So in many areas, and I think especially in creative industry, that's the question whether we should protect creativity from the influence of AI or from, as I told, like losing money from the market. Yeah. So what do you think about the regulation and the laws of usage of AI? Are you against that, or you are for it, or it's like some middle ground?
The regulation of AI in the creative industry is a topic of significant importance and complexity. On one hand, actually, regulation is necessary to ensure the ethical and responsible use of AI. It helps actually the rights of creators, ensures the integrity of creative works, and addresses issues such as actually intellectual property, data privacy, and actually the potential misuse of AI-generated content. Regulations can establish standards and guidelines that promote fairness, transparency, and accountability in the use of AI. And actually, the artists can also provide a framework for addressing and actually the ethical and societal implications of AI, ensuring that it is development and the deployment aligned with human values and interests. For instance, actually, regulations can ensure that AI-generated content is property attributed and the rights of human creators are respected. And they can also address concerns about the potential biases in AI algorithms, ensuring that AI systems are designed and trained in a way that promotes actually diversity and inclusivity. Moreover, regulations can help prevent actually the misuse of AI-generated content for malicious purposes, such as creating deep fakes that we saw actually in recent days and spreading misinformation.
But sometimes like people talk about like inventing some kind of watermark or just that the mark like this content is generated by AI, so and spread it all over the AI content. Are you for it?
I think nowadays some companies generating and building some applications, some actually solutions to actually identify the watermark removable and some watermark removed from the pictures or the copyright.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I'm telling that will be the law that it should be marked.
Yes,
So-
it should be regulated, and it
Yes,
should be
okay.
actually in the guidelines and the regulations, and we should actually respect the rules.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Let's thank our speaker for such interesting talk. And we move to our next speaker. It's Pavel Peregudov, producer, general director of Prospect Studio Video Production, founder of AI startup School co-resident, founder of generative film competition My Film 48. Pavel, welcome. We didn't discuss the language that you will talk, but you can select, as I understand.
If you don't mind, can I speak in Russian?
Oh, of course, yes. Yes, we have
So
translation.
please prepare
Yes.
your equipment to translate, because my mother language is Russian. It's better to speak like this.
Please welcome.
Во-первых, хотелось бы поблагодарить за то, что пригласили и поучаствовать.
First of all, I would like to thank you for inviting us and for participating in this very important discussion to me, which concerns using AI in creative industries. The thing is that I've been producing content for more than 15 years now, and in essence, now we see a peak of my activities, because I also learn and study technologies, and just yesterday in Moscow at the Grand Forum we've showcased the works of the finalists of the first ever competition in Russian of generative movies created with the usage of AI. This is an unprecedented event that has no competitors or similarities in our country. First of all, it was international, which was very pleasing thing for us. We had a request from more than 14 countries. We've processed more than 300 applications and 62 of works that were sent to us, and experts considered and revised them. These experts had and carried expertise not only in IT and AI. There were representatives of the cinema industry, of the music industry. We've had famous producers with us who've assessed the qualities of musical pieces done with the use of AI. So it's a fully fledged mini factory for content production in 48 hours with a set design task. To me, this is first of all very important, because indeed I can see in these technologies, first of all, I use them myself. I'm also an author of viral content that has spread all across the social media in Russia. These clips have gone viral. They're very unusual. They attract attention, and they provide you with unprecedented opportunities to combine the things that were previously uncombinable in production. I mean, in content production, of course, visual content, first of all. And of course, it all happens at our very eyes with an amazing and incredible speed. And the thing that we've seen today as a result of this competition, a year ago we could not even imagine in our wildest dreams and expectations. And to not just speak, I brought teasers with me. These are clips that were created just yesterday, based on the based on the design task in the competition. These are clips, 30-second clips, of which some of them are winners of the competition, some of them were just participants. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at the verge of revolution that we're now, that in 48 hours we can create this incredibly interesting, captivating content. And music in this clip is also generated through the use of AI. If we may, please, let's turn it on.
конкурс между...
The competition, as I've mentioned already, is an international one, and using this opportunity, I invite all of our foreign guests to participate. It will continue, and we will be glad to see workers of creative industries, of our friends from our friendly countries. So please join in, and let's develop these industries together. What was said today for many times, and it recalled, and me and I share this, that neural networks and AI are indeed an assistant, a tool. We don't need to be afraid of it. And very often I face it on a daily basis, the situation when there is rejection from the side of artists, from the side of workers of creative industries who are afraid of it. You don't need to be afraid of it. This is indeed a strength. This is indeed an assistant that does creative work. It does it quicker, on a higher level of quality, and it can do so unexpectedly even for the artist itself. And I like to treat neural networks as co-authors. So this is very important to understand that these algorithms, they have their own vision. We can call it so, thanks to which we get various pictures, we get various frames, some pictures. So that is why it's very important to treat it this way, and it allows us to open up new opportunities, including in content production, first of all. Thank you very much, Pavel. This is very inspiring, a very inspiring speech and presentation, and the clips that you've shown. It seems to me that next season of Love, Death, Robots from Netflix, Avatar, everything can be AI generated. And my question is, my question correlates with what you said, with what you've just said, and there is just creativity, there is human creativity with the use of AI, and we can read. Can we read through your creation? Maybe something good. Might we place in the same picture, in the same painting gallery, a work created by AI, a work done by human artists, and how can we assess them in the same flow? Well, we can say the same about movies, we can say the same about cinema. Can you give us an example from your experience, something that you have had experience with? Okay, and allow me to get back to the experience of competition that has just wrapped up. We had also members of the art industry, of creative industry, that work in digital art, and they, having looked at these works, they are really inspired. They were really in awe of how these works were done by how these works were brought to life by these amazing artists. And yesterday we've heard it from the stage that they are ready to take on these works, to take them to exhibitions, to online exhibitions, in meta-universes and metaverses, and it has already become one of kinds of digital art, and we need to accept it as given fact. And here I see absolutely no threats, and there's some worries that it might replace or take away some part of it. No, it will not take part, it will not steal a part of creative work. It will only complement the palette, the range of our experiences that we will get and obtain from art. Neural network is just another enhancer of human creative capacity. Might we have it in the future? Maybe it's an Russian competition of children, not children, but competition of paintings dedicated to some event. First place goes to Ivan Petrov. Second place goes to neural network so-and-so. Third place is split between the neural network, this, and Ivan Ivanov. Can we have it like that? Well, neural network in itself, it cannot create. It still is subject to text requests from the side of the user, and in the end, the biggest part of it can act as a result. It still lies on the shoulders of the neural network. But setting the task, designing it, and the attempt to do generation process manageable and controllable, it's one of the biggest thing now, and the biggest problem that now we fight against it, that we need to learn how to be able to control artificial intelligence, AI, so that AI does what the customer and the user needs, and not just something generated on random accident. It still lies on the show, the responsibility still lies on the creator, on the human, as a generator of ideas, who starts testing these ideas, trying them out, running endurance tests and verifying how ready is it to fulfill the user's request. And another very important moment that I'd like to say is that I'm also incredibly impressed, and it makes me move further on in this regards, that we see these works, we see these models, and they have appeared just several months ago. Not even 6 months have passed, and it's quite obvious that they're so quickly developing. And if we face you next year, may Allah bless us to do so, we'll see such works that will be hardly distinguishable from the traditional forms of creative content. And this is the reality that we all need to prepare for, including the ones who work in creative industries. And this is, as I've mentioned already, incredibly inspiring. It charges me up with energy, because indeed a very interesting experience of interacting with the creative process awaits us. Thank you very much. Let's once again thank our speaker.
To English language. All our speakers made their talks, and now we have the little part of the discussion, so we have the time for one question. For me, I remember that like many years ago, in the fiction books, in the fantasies, they were telling us something like, when there will be AI and robots, they will take all mechanical job, industry, and the humanity will create. And what we'll see now? Who is creating, right? So, that my question that I prepared for the discussion was perhaps very simple, that I think that all of you already answered to them. But let me once again highlight this idea. So we're trying to find the middle ground in the creative industry. We're trying to find the place where the usage of AI and the creativity of human will give us the synergy. We'll get something more powerful from their cooperation. And what I want to ask you, all of you, is that please, firstly, do you know some some interesting examples when we understand actually that human and AI, they both create, and we see this object of creativity, and we understand that it's more powerful than it was created just by the human or just by AI with like no human creativity. And but I think that Pavel also gave us much information about that, but so I will add something else. So yes, we don't know what will happen next year, which neural networks will appear, but still, probably you have some thoughts about the future of AI in creative industry for the coming like 1-2 years. You think something, or you read some interesting information about that. So please share it with us. So first question is about the joint creativity, and the second, some interesting thoughts about what will be in the coming future, in first two days. So, well, I think that we can follow from the left side. So, Reza, please.
Actually, the joint activities with AI and robots and humans is very interesting because actually when robots using AI to do some activities, we see nowadays that maybe some chef, some barista can actually prepare something for us, and if actually we will see actually some another innovations like this in robots, we will actually easily prepare something for the industry, for the creative industry actually. And I think in the coming years we will see more than nowadays that's AI and robots can actually do some human works that coming days really creators are doing. And in industry, in the factories, in the creative industries, that's like for crafts, like for handmade crafts. AI and robots can make a lot. And the upcoming years, I think AI can join to other technologies like IoT, Internet of Things. It can predict something for farmers. It can predict and do some activities for agriculture. And we will see the profits of the using AI and mixed reality of AI and robots in our future.
Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Salim, please.
Thank you for the question, and also I thank my colleague speakers for giving that insightful speech. Regarding your question, I am always saying that the relation between the human creativity and the technology, always there is intersection between them. And no one can say that can be away from each other. The human is need for these technologies to help them and facilitate their life. Also, the technology cannot be updated or modified or developed without human creativity. And this is remind me to one thing, that when the calculator came to the world in 1980s, most of the mathematicians, either teachers or academicians that went for demonstration in the street, they were asking or raising to ban calculator from using in an academician. And today we'll see ourselves, can we get rid of the calculator? Of course, no. And because of that calculator, who claim that the specialized team of the mathematician who claim that it's going to kill the innovation and creativity, because of the calculator, we see where we are today. The generative AI and the AI, all based on algorithms, and algorithms is only the mathematics for these things. So this is the relation. And again, coming back to our colleague, that when he said that about now it depends also for that we have generative AI technologies that is not replacing us, because also it requires some professional skills to get behavior with to use this application. First of all, that the prompts, the right and the professional prompt to generate whatever. Now we have seen the video. The video is not coming like this. We have to give them some prompt to give them. Who is creating that prompt? We need to also, yes, that there is one thing, that the technology is going to replace the person if he is not updating himself. He is not raising his knowledge and skills. So that's what's called the capacity building. So we need to align our mind. We need to align our knowledge what the global or the current technology is required for that one. So if we're building our knowledge, develop our knowledge, then we will be working simultaneously with the technologies. So we will be in the same way. The technology is not going to replacing us. And also there are some international reports is coming to the world. The first one is, I remember by last in 2023, by WEF, of course. At the beginning of the 2023, the report said that the generative AI is going to kill 12 million positions, but also is going to create 14 million positions. By the end of the year, the same report said, no, the generative AI is going to kill more jobs than it is creating. But the other international companies, Gartner, I think all of you know about that, Gartner. There is a report also from Gartner. He said that they stated clearly that the generative AI is not going to outperform any human activities, except for the weather forecasting, and we know that. This is how the AI it's working, is for the prediction and analytical things in that one.
Thank you, Dr. Salim. Please, Amar, what do you think?
AI and this romance between AI and creativity has just started, and humans and machines have been working together for a few decades now, in the automotive industry, aviation, and of today medical or healthcare. I was personally exposed to a few weeks ago a surgery of a relative of mine, and the entire surgery was done by a surgeon, but he was using robots, and he was using some AI tools and using some very fast imaging to be able to do a very, very, very complicated transplant. It was a kidney transplant, or I think a liver transplant. and he was, he was not. I could, and I asked him that, 75% of his work was done by this robot and the AI imaging. This robot was analyzing imaging very, very fast as he was opening up the body and arteries and all that. So I asked him that, just out of curiosity, after the operation, it was a successful transplant. He said, and I asked him that 75% of your work was done by a robot and artificial intelligence. Aren't you scared about it? So he answered, he said, 25% was actually all of the 100% that was needed from me. The 75% would have been waste of my time. And I could not have maybe done this as efficiently as I could have, because I was busy doing the 75% as well, because the 25% needed more intervention than the 75%, which was mundane getting, So that sort of, that's a very close example that I got recently, where I saw that it's all about adaptation. So, and just like how my colleague Dr. Salim said, that when the calculator came out, it was, a calculator came out, a computer came out, the textile machine came out, a printing press came out. It was, everybody was like, okay, this is going to be bad for a lot of people, but because we don't know exactly what new frontiers it will open up, where those people will be repositioned or will be retrained and reskilled. We just have to, and every industry is different. Film production uses, computer-generated graphics for, all the blockbuster movies have 70% CGI work, and so and they are, demanding that sort of artistic look and approach just because of those. So it's from film production might be faster adaptation. Some industries might be slower, but eventually it will become a tool that everybody can benefit from. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for these inspiring words. So, Pavel, what do you think?
Well, we've already heard a reference to Gartner. You mentioned Gartner report, my distinguished colleague. I will also refer to the same report in my presentation when I speak. We have this amazing, this Gartner hype cycle, the flow of it. Now generative AI is on the peak of expectations from it, and when I've screenshotted this chart in the middle of last year, when I gave my lecture there was a forecast of reaching the peak of its technology in 5 to 10 years. And in autumn, they made a correction to this forecast to 2 to 5 years, when the technology will reach its peak. So it's happening right in front of our eyes. It accelerates in geometrical progression, the acceleration of these technologies. In another report by the same company that tells us that 80% of all commercial and business companies in the world by 2026, so in 2 years, will use generative AI. Me seeing what's going on in creative industries, using the same tools, I see how incredibly fast it does develop and grow. I'm convinced that 50% of every piece of content in 2 years will be completely generative based, and in the majority of cases we will not even notice this. So if I speak in figures and data, what expects and awaits us all in creative industries? First of all, to me as a person who is doing it, who is involved in this as a business, it invigorates me amazingly, and it makes me move forward and advance in learning and researching these tools, because the opportunities that we face are incredibly pleasant, unprecedented, unrivaled, and they open up new opportunities, first of all, for cinema industry players. I'm saying this because I've just talked to them yesterday. I've seen how their eyes light up with these new opportunities, and everyone with great expectations awaits implementation and development of these technologies. Thank you very much.
So what we can see that self-development is necessary for the humanity. or it will be replaced, or humanity will be, you will be replaced by AI if you will not develop yourself. So that's obvious. Yes, do you have the question? Okay, do you have the time for it? Okay, just 1 minute. Yes. Please. Can we provide the mic? Or? You can take mine.
Better. All right. Thank you so much to all our panelists.
Yes, it's working.
Yeah, thanks so much to all our panelists on this AI session. I absolutely enjoyed the session. So my question goes to the venture capitalists from Iran and Dr. Salim from Oman. So you both agree that we have to integrate AI into our daily lives, our work lives. So I'm just concerned about the governance of how we use AI. What is the importance of abiding with ethics? What are the regulations guiding the use of AI? So do you think we should develop ethics and regulations guiding the use of AI so that our people can use it in a very ethical way that doesn't breach their creative freedom or violate the rights of other people?
Thank you for your question. If I understand, you are asking about the ethics and confidence of using the generative AI. About regulations.
Ethics and regulations.
Ethics and regulations. Look, this is ethics and regulations. It's knowing the whole world. So, yeah, maybe there is a regulation, but no one in the world is imposing even the country or their company to use that or to follow that one. But we have seen that even the generative AI application, because now it's learning by itself. The machine it's learning, that's what's called machine learning. And we have noticed even the difference on some application when it is starting and where it reached now. Now it's much better, I can say more than 60% of the before, even in regards of the ethical use. Before, if you ask even the generative AI how to, for example, how to create a bomb from our home materials, it will give you the list of the ethics. Now, if you're asking anything as simple, it won't ask you. This is I'm not allowed to answer you for this one. There is, of course, the global organization. They are trying to build some regulation or to regulate the AI, especially after the generative AI. And even by UNESCO at the beginning, there was some documents even was signed by 192 countries, but it's been implemented or in both those countries to follow those instructions or regulations. No one. And we see that different side of the world, different countries, there is a regulations, but one of the countries said, no, I cannot impose my industry to follow that regulation because it's going to kill the innovation. Because some of the countries, they say that the regulation, if they regulate the generative AI, it's going to kill the innovation. The other countries said, no, I will ask the industry to tell me from where they are retrieving the data and where they are going to spend the data. The other type of the industry, they said, no, you have all the creative companies, if you would like to be run in our countries, they have to follow our regulations as per. The other countries, they said, okay, without running without regulations. So this is because even for the generative AI, I cannot say it's not impossible. It is possible, but till now it's because why? What we are seeing today, or maybe in this moment, later on we'll see a new one is coming. So how to regulate again a new one? So that's what the generative AI. It's momently updated and rapidly changed. So what we have seen yesterday is different one we are seeing today, tomorrow, and new things it will come. So how you will regulate? You will regulate in a daily basis, so maybe it will be difficult for that one.
Thank you, Dr. Salim. Or you can just say that Dr. Salim answered. Okay, just a little bit.
Regulations actually should be designed and actually to be flexible and adaptive, allowing for the revolution of AI technologies, while ensuring that ethical standards are upheld. Actually, it is my opinion.
Thank you very much. Thank you, our dear speakers, once again for our discussion. This close up for you. So thank you for arriving to us. We are waiting you next year and on other events. So please enjoy your remaining time in Kazan, and thank you very much. Thank you very much for visiting us today. Thank you. Our section is over. And probably you can ask other questions from the speakers after the discussion.